Now this is the all-new Range Rover, and it's just the 5th generation in a little over 50 years, so you know nothing's been rushed. It is all new, it's also more of the same. It's part road rocket, part mountain goat, and all about the decadence.
The Range Rover's rework touches every facet. To say it shatters the mould is to understate just how far the envelope has been pushed. Outwardly, while the overarching profile does bear a passing resemblance to its predecessor, that's where the similarities end. The manner in which it's been reworked is out there and based upon reaction in a very good way. Peek inside and the first impression is over-the-top luxury. From the blend of materials and handcrafted attention to detail to the 13.7-inch reconfigurable instrumentation and a nice 13.1-incher for the infotainment system, it all comes together very nicely. Now the infotainment system works with Apple CarPlay, Android Auto and a wonderful 1600 watt Meridian sound system. In the end, it all comes together to shout rich. The plus is when compared to many infotainment screens, which are too letterbox-like, this one is iPad-like, so everything has more breathing space. This is just as well, given the number of functions that actually live within.
Usually if I'm in a car, I'm behind the wheel. In this Range Rover, well, you have a $25,000 option in the back here that's exactly like a first-class aircraft seat. It gives you your own personal oasis, right up to and including a leg rest. It really is a very nice place to while away the miles. In the past, I've not been one for decadence. Maybe I should give it a go.
The Range Rover rides on the company's MLA Flex platform and is offered with regular and long wheelbase models. The stretch model ups the space between the wheels by 200mm to a substantial 3,197mm. The only nit with the first-class seating, which also gives access to a table, a cooler and all the seating functions, is it puts a serious crimp in the cargo capacity. The right rear seat does scrunch up, but does not fold flat. Mechanically, the Rover comes with a choice of engines, including a BMW source 4.4-litre twin-turbo V8. The 523 horsepower and 553 pound-feet of torque it twists out sees it run to 100k in 4.7 seconds, and it does the more important 80 to 120 passing move in 2.9 seconds. It also gives it a solid 3,500 kilogram tow capacity. Now the engine works with a smooth shifting 8-speed automatic and an advanced and certainly seamless all-wheel drive system. It monitors the grip level 100 times a second to proactively distribute the drive torque between the front and rear axles. It always drives all 4 wheels when you're off-road, when you pull away, and when the temperature is below 3 degrees Celsius. However, once over 35 kilometers an hour, it disconnects the front axle to improve fuel economy. In spite of its action, well, the Rover still managed to post a test average of 15.8 litres per 100 kilometres.
One of the beauties of this Range Rover is the fact it can be whatever you want it to be. If you're in comfort mode, you're prowling around the city and you decide to go off-roading. When you get there, you simply pull up the right menu, you can pick the type of terrain, you can lock the differentials, and there's even a mode that tells you how deep the water is that you're in the middle of wading through. Now, when you've had your fill of boonie bashing and you want to go carve some S's, again, no problem. Simply pull up the crash helmet, make sure everything is in dynamic, select dynamic, and away you go. Fun all the way.
The reason for the diversity of ability boils down to a proactive air suspension that readies the adaptive dampers for an upcoming corner. It also does a very good job of delivering a plush ride while keeping the body flat through a corner. When off-road, the suspension can jack the Rover up to deliver 295mm of ground clearance and a maximum wading ability of 900mm. Next come the 48-volt based active anti-roll bars. On-road they work to banish body roll, however, get off-road and they decouple to improve articulation. Finally, there's the 4-wheel steering. The rear wheels can be turned up to 7.3 degrees. As it does in heavy electric cars, the rear steer does a good job of sharpening the response to input while masking the Rover's 2,626 kilogram curb weight. When pushed, the Range Rover gives the impression of being a much smaller, lighter vehicle. That's quite a feat, given its imposing size.
So there you have it, the all-new Range Rover. It is as it was before, and that's all about the ability and all about the decadence of getting there in style. Yes, the price will make your eyes water, but if you are what you drive, You can get a lot worse than that, I'll tell you. I'm Graham Fletcher for Driving.ca.